Hi, everybody. All right, so I hope you guys have had some time to think about what your opinion is after listening to the story. And I thought about it for a little while, and I definitely think that I agree with the ant. I do not think that ant should get squished. So now that I've chosen my opinion, now I need to go ahead and start writing that down because I don't want to forget my ideas. So I want to write them down as I think about them. And then if I need to stop and think a little bit more for what happens on the next page, that's okay. So for my title page, I'm actually going to make my title my opinion. Of course, first thing I do is write my name because, of course, we write our names first thing, right? So I'm going to write my name. We want to make sure that all of our readers know who the author of the story is. And then for my title, I want to think about what I could say to show what my opinion is so that my readers know what my story is going to be about. So I could say, no squishing ants, or don't squish the ant, or squishing ants is bad. I think what I'm going to do, what I decided to write, was no squishing ants. And so remember, boys and girls, you can see here the anchor chart I have. Some words that you come up with are going to be long. They're going to be challenging. But a good writer doesn't just say, oh, that word's too hard. I'm not going to try that. A good writer says it slowly like a turtle and stretches it out like a snake and then writes down all the sounds they hear. When you come to those easy sight words, you know, oh, I know that word in a snap. So you don't even have to think about that. So that one, those words are easy to write. But then you take your time on those more difficult words. So my first word that I wanted to write, because I said my title was going to be no squishing ants, was no. I knew that one in a snap. So I wrote that one down. But then squishing, that's a challenging word, but I am a good writer, so I did not give up. So I started sounding it out and I said, sk. Even though the k sound, squ, there's kind of a qu in there, squ, squ. So I knew Q-U, squ, Just like our anchor chart says, don't forget the vowel. Every word has at least one vowel. This one actually already has two because I heard that sound, squish. Oh my goodness, I hear a digraph sound. Right there, just like our anchor chart says, chunky monkey, think of those chunks that you know. You guys know what sound sh is, right? What two letters come together to say sh? S-H, that's right. Squish. Ooh, here's another chunk. Ing, I-N-G, ing. You guys know that chunk too. So I-N-G. No squishing ants. Ants. Okay. And no squishing ants. All right. So then I would, of course, want to draw a picture here to show my words. So maybe I could put a picture of someone squishing an ant with a big X over it, or I could draw a little ant holding a sign that says, please don't squish me, if I wanted to do kind of a funny one. There's lots of options, but of course, to save time for you guys, I'm going to draw my pictures later and I will show you guys. So now I want to go to my first page. And on my first page, I need to again say what my opinion is and then say my first reason why I feel that way. So again, reminding myself, my opinion is I do not think we should squish ants. The little boy should not squish the ant. So that's what my first sentence needs to say. And since I already know that I'm going to be writing what my opinion is and my first reason why, I'm going to have at least how many sentences? That's right, 2. I'm going to have at least 2 sentences on this page, which means 2 periods. So my first sentence needs to state my opinion. I need to say what my opinion is. So let's see. Let me think. My opinion is I do not think the boy should squish the ant. So that's what I need to write. All right. So I, capital I, because it's the first letter, I, and then a space. If you happen to have your spaceman, you can use that. But if not, you always have a space finger, right? You can use one finger or two if you want your space a little bit bigger. So I do, oh, I know that one in a snap. Space, not. Another one that I know in a snap. I do not think. Ooh, okay, I'm going to have to sound this one out. So look over at our anchor chart if you need to remember how to do that. Think. Ooh, that's a digraph. I hear that sound, which is TH. That's a chunk that I know. Ink. Ooh, now this one is a tricky one to sound out. But ink is another chunk that I know because I've been practicing my spelling so much. And I know INK spells ink like pink. You guys remember our phonics songs? We used to do those at snack time. INK spells ink like pink. So we have ink. All right, now I'm out of space here, so I, of course, need to come back down to the next line. I do not think I know that in a snap, boy, oi. Ooh, it's either O-I or O-Y. Says oi. So oi. I'm going to pick one I think it is. Yep, that one looks right. The boy should. Oh, it's another sh sound. S-H. Should. Squish. Oh, I already sounded out squish, so I remember how I did that one. Squish the ant. Okay, now my idea is all done, so I'm going to add a period. Okay, now of course I would want to draw a picture here, but to save time for you guys, I am going to draw my pictures later. So I do not think the boy should squish the ant. All right, then I need to write my first reason why. Now, if I think I can fit that on here, I could put that. But I kind of ran out of space. I don't have a ton of space on this page. So maybe I will put it on the next page, and I'll just have to add another page to this book because this book only has 3 pages. But I want to put 3 reasons why I feel that. So I'm going to at least have to add one more page at the end, and that's okay. That's awesome. That's what good writers do. They always add more pages because they have more to say. So on my next page, my first reason why I think the boy should not squish the bug is because, or squish the ant, is because the ant has a family. And it makes me sad to think that they wouldn't have him anymore. So I'm going to put, let's see, how will I start it? I think maybe I'll just keep this one simple and I'll just say, he has a family. He, capital H, E, has, these are a lot of our sight words, so we know them in a snap. He has a family. Now that sounds like kind of a big word, and I don't want it to get crunched, so I'm just going to go ahead and put it down here. Oh, I know the word am. Family. Oh, I've seen the word family before, and I know it has a Y at the end. He has a family. Maybe I'm going to add a little bit more to this reason because I just want to say a little bit more. Like we said, writers write a lot. So he has a family. I'm going to write, and they would miss him. And they would miss him. I'm going to go back and reread. Of course, I put my period. I'm going to go back and reread that sentence to make sure that it makes sense. He has a family and they would miss him. All right. So I'm double checking and I'm asking myself, does that sound right? Does that make sense? And I think it does. It has the period and the capital at the beginning. And so now, of course, I would want to go and draw my picture to show what my words say. And like I said, I'm going to do that later just to save some time for you guys. So now it's your turn, boys and girls. Today, what I want you to do, I want you to get out your paper. And I want you, if you want to give your story a cover, go ahead and give it a cover. But what I want everyone to do for sure is to write one page that states your opinion. Do you think the boy should squish the ant or should not squish the ant? And then I want you to write one reason why you feel that way. All right? So write your sentence and draw your picture for those two things. Then we will work on our other two reasons tomorrow or the next day. All right, friends, so that's what you're going to be working on today and tomorrow is writing your cover page, your opinion, and one reason why. Then after that, we will add our next two opinions. All right, friends. So work really hard. Use those writing strategies to sound out those words and have fun. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with.